Welcome to the biggest bare-knuckle fighting event in the world! World Lethwei Championship welcomes you to the capital of Myanmar, the beautiful city of Naypyidaw. Tonight's event is called WLC Knockout War, and we have an action-packed evening of fights lined up for you. In the main event, the first light middleweight Lethwei World Champion will be crowned. Artur Saladiak from Poland has come to Myanmar and has looked like a world champion from the very beginning. He is undefeated in Lethwei and will now get a chance to be recognized as the best in the world in his weight class. His opponent is Pyae, who has completely changed his game in the past year and dominated his opponent in his last event. We'll also crown a Myanmar national champion in the light welterweight division. In the final of the four-man tournament, Latt and Darwait will battle it out. Two-time kickboxing champion Badato returns to action against Naman. We go now to the opening ceremony. Welcome to World Lethwei Championship, the world's biggest bare-knuckle fighting organization. And now, introducing the world-class warriors of WLC Knockout War. Lethee! Faria. No, Srey. Shwe, Nadi. Phoe, Pyay. Badato. In the co-main event of the evening, one man will leave as the first light welterweight Myanmar national Lethwei champion. Latt. Darwait. And now, the main event of the evening. Who will become the first light middleweight world Lethwei champion? Hailing from Poland, now residing in England. This man is undefeated in Lethwei action. This man is Artur Saladiak. And his opponent, he has been on a mission to become Lethwei champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Here tonight's action. There will be knockouts. There will be war. Get ready for WLC Knockout War.
Welcome to World Lethwei Championship, coming to you tonight from Woonatekti Stadium in Naypyidaw, Myanmar. It's WLC 5 Knockout War. Really glad that you're with us watching around the world. With pro MMA fighter and trainer Joe Wilk, I'm Sean Wheelock. Joe, another absolutely stacked WLC card. This one culminates with 2 title fights.
That's right. Last time we were here, we had the opening round of this light welterweight tournament. Tonight we get to see the finals. A lot of familiar faces in the WLC tonight. I'm excited for the action, Sean.
7 fights in total. Coming to you from Naypyidaw, Myanmar. Another jam-packed and electric crowd in Myanmar for World Lethwei Championship. We will open bout number 1 in the light welterweight division.
Let's get the night started from Myanmar. Lethee
Emphatic entrance, big ovation for Lethee from here in Myanmar. Enters with a record of 19 victories, 2 losses, 6 draws. He will face his countryman, fellow Myanmar fighter, Htoo Aung. This fight, set at light welterweight, 63.5 kilograms. All bouts tonight, apart from the female fight scheduled for 5 rounds, the female fight scheduled for 3 rounds. If you're new to World Lethwei Championship, you see that the fighters do not wear gloves, but they wear hand wraps.
That's right. Not completely bare knuckle, but definitely changes the game. Sean changes defense a lot, changes the clinches a lot. Between that and the headbutts, it's definitely unique.
Headbutts are a major component of World Lethwei Championship. They are legal from all angles to all targets apart from the groin.
Are you ready for destruction? Are you ready for this man from Myanmar? Htoo Aung!
Myanmar versus Myanmar in bout number 1, WLC 5 Knockout War. There is Htoo Aung. 8 wins, 10 losses, 2 draws. So much to prove for the fighters, Joe, early on the card.
Yeah, that's right. If you want to get later on the cards, get those main event type fights, you got to take these entry-level fights and try to put on a show. Hope the promoters bring you back, and we never lack action in the WLC, so I'm sure these 2 are going to bring it.
Final check, and then we will begin our night of fights World Lethwei Championship from Naypyidaw, Myanmar. This is the national fighting sport of Myanmar. Such a fantastic country. They truly support these fighters. the light welterweight division, Htoo Aung versus Lethee Mo.
This is a light welterweight bout of 5 rounds of 3 minutes. Introducing first, in the blue corner, with a record of 19 wins, 2 losses, and 6 draws. Weighing in at 62.6 kilograms from Mon State, Myanmar, Lethee Mo! And his opponent, standing in the red corner, with a record of 8 wins, 2 losses, and 10 draws. Weighing in at 60 kilograms, from Mon State, Myanmar, Htoo Aung!
Lou? Sana kaya thua mày, nhái vô đi luôn, nó break stop off qua mày, box thua mày, stop tuần giờ mày cho bông giờ, chỗ cái mình thua là khai đã ai đam lâu, không nó không nhau luôn.
World Lethwei Championship, our opening bout of the night, WLC 5 Knockout War.
Parmachi, wrong one.
Scheduled for a 5 3-minute rounds. Lethee Mo versus Htoo Aung, round number 1. Blue for Mo, red for Aung. Aung pulling back that kick, already early on, heavy pressure, walking forward. Simultaneous kicks, canceling each other out.
Aung's being the more aggressive fighter so far in this first round. Definitely landed a couple good kicks and some strong punches on the inside.
Oh, nothing on the right hand, nothing on the front kick. Tried to snap that kick, nothing there on the lead leg. Good straight left from Aung. 30 seconds gone, round number 1. Hands much higher and tighter, Joe, for Lethee Mo.
Yeah, he's definitely being a little bit more calculated. Aung's being more aggressive, but Mo's waiting on defense, trying to counter possibly, and he's landed a couple good counter shots. Short rounds, though, you got to get busy out there.
Doubling up the punches, tripling up in the body kick. Nice combination from Htoo Aung. Still very much in a feeling out process for both fighters. Counter right hand from Mo. Rear teep attempt, on pulling it back. Missing on the kick is Mo. A moment ago, thought about throwing an elbow. All in space thus far.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, we see more volume from Aung so far. Mo's
good right hand.
At a time, but then right as I say that, he comes over the shoulder and lands a great right hand.
Aung trying to work his way into the pocket after eating that big shot, the most significant strike landed by either man, round number 1. Aung playing off the jab right to the body. Good right hand. Landing flush. Throwing the rear teep. Switching back into the orthodox, the right-handed stance. "45 seconds remaining, round number 1. No clinch fighting at all thus far. Both fighters at range. Feigning on the switch kick from Aung. Both fighters seeing a lot of their kicks blocked, parried here in round number 1. Into the clinch now. Separation. Go with the head kick on the exit, couldn't land.
Saw some of our first clinch work there, and I love how short the striking is in the clinches here at WLC. Short headbutts, short elbows, sometimes even hard to see, but in the replays, a lot of times we see these nasty little headbutts and elbows that come in.
We are headed to round number 2. Tonight we're at WLC Stadium in Naypyidaw, Myanmar. Jam-packed, absolutely frenzied crowd. True knowledge of and true appreciation for Lethwei. Again, this is the national sport here in this great country, Myanmar. An incredible host for WLC.
Seconds out.
You heard the seconds out call. Round number 2 upon us. Both fighters starting. Traditional Lethwei way. Not in their corners, but dead center of the ring. Round number 2. Attempted question mark kick from Aung, then met with a big body kick from Mo. Hard straight punch on the right hand from Mo. And to the low kick. You can see Aung trying to wade into the pocket here early stages round 2.
Yeah, Aung's kind of using his kicks as a setup to try to get an inside where he looks to let combos go with his hands. That's where he's had some success, but you know, Mo started countering with a big overhand right in that last round, landed a couple good shots, and that might have changed the mind of Aung a little bit.
Nothing on the teep kick. Fighters again throwing big. Aung circles out. Aung sucking this fight back to the center of the ring. 50 seconds now gone, round number 2. Neither fighter thus far really attempting to fight in the clinch, nor finding much success in the clinch. Go to the body, then to the head, stepping in with the knee and the body kick. Turning up the temperature, big shots on the inside from Lethee. Mo, counter right hand from Aung.
Mo's really started to find his range. He landed a couple really good shots there, 1-2 to get inside. Got in tight, landed more combination work. Mo's a more patient fighter right now, and he just landed a good headbutt too.
Clinch initiated by Lethee Mo. There must be fighting, there must be action in the clinch, or you see that the separation. .115 remaining round 2. Spinning back fist from Mo. Missed the mark, but changing the rhythm. Good right hand from Lethee Mo. Swelling now on the face of Aung.
Yeah, that's courtesy of that right hand of Mo. Mo's really started to find his range with that right hand towards the end of the first, and then here in the second we've seen more of it, 2 more of them right there.
Straight jackhammer right hand for Mo and another right hand. Wrong round number 2 for Lethee Mo thus far. See the clinch, the body lock from Aung. Gets the separation he sought. Swing and a miss on the lead hook. Nothing on that left hand. Right now, Joe, we're seeing Aung being second on a lot of these exchanges. Needs that right hand.
Yeah, and you know, that'll start happening when you start worrying about the power shots from your opponent. Mo's really changed Aung's mind. The first round we saw a much more confident Aung, and Mo started landing big right hands towards the end of the first, and this has got a lot of good work done here in the second.
To the clinch, to the full plum. Final seconds now, round number 2. There is the bell. Nice show of sportsmanship between Lethee Mo and Aung. as they head back to their respective corners.
Some of the replay action here. We saw Aung land good jab on the way in. There's that big right hand counter from Mo and a second one. That right hand was really finding its mark in the second round.
Seconds out.
Round number 3 of this light welterweight fight. 2 fighters from here in Myanmar. Lethee Mo versus Htoo Aung. One-two from Mo, not getting through. Aung now into the pocket, eats a right hand. Better stuff from Aung now to the body. Counter right hand again from Mo. That right hand to the head is there for Lethee Mojo in this fight.
Absolutely, and Aung, is trying to do something about it here in this round. He got way more busy here to start the third. A lot of good body work there, but that right hand continues to back him off.
See Mo circling out. Aung trying to be a bit more aggressive here round number 3, working off of the jab with forward pressure. Jab to the head kick, not getting through. Into the clinch. Again, if there's no fighting in the clinch, you'll see that. The separation and the restart. Back to the center of the ring. Fights keep moving here in World Lethwei Championship. No lulls in the action whatsoever. No lulls at all in that last sequence. Both throwing straight. Joe, we can still see the tactical nature of this fight.
Yeah, definitely, and we've noticed here in this round, Aung is having more success to the body. We're seeing a lot more body work and then some more clinch work. Both these guys seem content staying out at range, but we've seen a couple more clinch engagements here, and then definitely a lot more body work from Aung in this round.
Long straight punches, Aung just slipping out of range. Aung using his left hand, that left jab as a rangefinder, lands that kick. Confirmation from Mo, who nodded his head. That was a powerful body kick from Htoo Aung. Good right hand from Aung. He's having a much better round in round 3 than he did in the second round. Lands the head kick. Again, the acknowledgement from Mo. Grits his teeth literally and figuratively. 45 seconds remaining round number 3.
What we've seen too is Aung's using his jab to set up that left high kick. Between that and landing a couple left kicks to the body, we're seeing the right hand of Mo drop, and that's why he was able to sneak that left high kick in there, landed it right across the jaw.
Htoo Aung doing a much better job dictating tempo, settling into a rhythm here in the third round. Forward pressure from Lethee Mo. Mo diving in with the right hand and needs the left on the exit from Aung, then the teep. Lethee Mo versus Htoo Aung in the light welterweight division. We will go to round 4.
Some of the action there, Aung with some of his body work being much more aggressive, particularly in the beginning of that round. Didn't have a lot of answers for Mo in the second and came out third and just beat him with some aggression. Counter right hand for Mo. Every time Aung gets in there and gets busy though, Mo seems to back him up with a big right hand. That was a way more aggressive round, particularly for Aung, and a more even round than the second. Here we see a couple of those big exchanges, multiple punches from both guys. Aung high and low, mixing it up. Mo always ending with that big right hand. And there we saw Aung sneaking in that left high kick. Set it up most of the round by going to the body, used his jab to get the right hand down of Mo, and then sneaks over the top with the left foot. Well set up by Aung in the round.
seconds out.
The bell, round number 4. It's high and tight for Lethee to start. Again, the forward pressure, trying to cut off the ring. Confirmation of the trunks. Aung in the red, Mo in the blue. Mo again throwing big with the right hand, that time to the body. Aung just out of range, circles out. Aung just feeling with the teeth. Good body kick, then the counter straight punches and the side kick, and again Mo acknowledges that he ate the shot. 3 times now he's done that.
Yeah, definitely. He's not trying to hide it. They're good shots, and both fighters know it anyway, so he's making faces at him out there.
Good body kick from Lethee. Right hand just over the top. Aung just misses with his right. Aung starting to find a home for that jab. Working off the jab, missing with the right on the 1-2. 105 gone, round number 4.
Aung really likes that same side technique, using his jab to set up his left kick to the body, or as we've seen, he also goes high with it sometimes. A lot of times everyone's expecting side-to-side techniques in kickboxing, but Aung's mixing it up with some good same-side techniques.
Good technique there, working off the jab, the body kick from Mo, counter left hand, and again there's that jab from Aung. Step in left and the body kick from Aung. Good right hand from Aung on the counter. Trying to time the aggressiveness, Joe, of Lethee.
Yeah, Mo's being more aggressive in this round. It was Aung last time, but it seems like Aung's really doing a good job of counter fighting in this round, making Mo pay when he comes in.
1 minute now remaining, round number 4 of 5 scheduled. See the look of focus on the face of Aung. Body kick just under the armpit, taking Aung off of his striking line. High inside kick that time from Mo. Now Mo clowning, sticking out his tongue, eats 3 left hands, and both fighters firing. See the open hand of the jab. Aung just again using that as a rangefinder. Body kick again from Mo, really quick to turn that over.
Another good body shot by Aung there.
Right hand! Mo lands just before the bell. We are going to the 5th and final round.
Some of the action, we see a big body kick there by Mo. The right hand he's become accustomed to throughout this fight. 1-2 coming over the top with the right hand. Mo's a little bit more aggressive in that round and didn't do as much counter fighting. Aung did a good job of making him pay when he came in, but we've had a lot of different role reversals in this fight. We've had one fighter being more aggressive than the other. Overall, a really competitive matchup so far.
Maximum of 3 minutes remains in this opening bout of the night. WLC 5 knockout war, this in the light welterweight division. Confirmation of round number 5, which is upon us. 7 fights in total on this absolutely loaded card. And we culminate with 2 title fights, our co-main event for the inaugural Myanmar Light Welterweight National Championship, and our main event for the inaugural WLC Light Middleweight World Championship. Very even, very back and forth thus far between these 2 Myanmar fighters through the opening 4 rounds. Round number 5. Slapping head kick, and again, Mo clowning, sticking out his tongue.
Yeah, Aung's had some success with that high kick, but he's landing with a lot of foot, not quite in range to land with the shin. That's why Mo's making faces, not laying on the canvas.
It's the toes that are really slapping across the cheek.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good, but it doesn't have that same knockout impact that a shin would.
Oh, resetting with the right hand, coming forward, hands high, again trying to cut off the ring. 30 seconds gone, fifth and final round. Elbow again, the tongue sticking out the right hand. Mo really trying to get to the head psychologically of Aung. Nothing on that lead left hook. Aung has not seemed flustered for a second of this fight. Taking the histrionics, the clowning, the intensity of Mo in stride, as well as those right hands.
Yeah, he's eating a few of those right hands, that's for sure. But, you know, the fighting thing's so funny about making faces after you get hit. Everybody knows what's really going on. You know, when you get hurt, you're going to react that way. And a lot of times it just still comes out of us out there when we're in the ring.
Aung sliding back cleverly. Oh, now really starting to miss. Missing again. Almost a side headbutt. The fighter really tried to employ the headbutt technique in this fight. Across the halfway line of this final round. Stepping into the pocket, there's the elbow land, and there's the lead headbutt from Mo. Smart on the clinch from Aung, trying to get the separation. He does, back to the center of the ring. See open-handed Aung just feeling with his left hand, yet stepping out of kicking range. Nothing there. Front teep kick from Mo. Both fighters looking for that one more big shot, that one more big combination. In and out of the pocket. Circling out his Aung, that was clever. Now 20 seconds remaining in this fight.
This is a close enough fight that either one of these guys could get a win with a big shot here towards the end. Good step-in knee there from Mo.
Set up from the right hand. Again, the toes just slapping the cheek. On that head kick, did not fully land. The bell, the end of the fight. Lethee, Mo, and Aung going the distance, all 5 rounds, all 15 minutes in the light welterweight division.
You know, as these guys were coming out, Sean, we were saying earlier on the card, these guys want to try to make an impression, and I thought that was a heck of a fight to get us started here tonight in WLC. Some of the action from the final round. Nice left hand from Mo. Return right hand from Aung. Final round was very close. Neither guy seemed to fade a lot, both in really good shape. We had lots of action in that fight.
We await the decision. 3 judges scoring ringside here in Myanmar. Very competitive bout. Well fought from both Mo and Aung. We are set with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of fast and furious Lethwei action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The winner, by a unanimous decision, out of
Call that an upset, and call that the biggest win of Aung's career. Claims the unanimous decision victory over Lethee, who loses for just the third time in his 28-fight career. Well won, well earned by Aung.
Yeah, it's a great fight to start the night off and a big win for Aung. You know, he was patient, he was aggressive when he needed to be, found that high kick several times throughout the fight, was able to take a lot of big right hands from and keep coming. Well-deserved win.
You saw in defeat with that really nasty mouse that formed under his right eye. Aung, a very smart, patient fight. The winner, by way of unanimous decision, Aung defeats Lethee.
From Myanmar, Mike J.
Mike Yine from here in Myanmar. Bout number 2, WLC 5 knockout war from Nadi, Myanmar. He's set for 60 kilograms in the lightweight division. Yine enters this bout 35 victories, 7 losses, 15 draws. And a very interesting opponent, a fighter from Portugal, Faria, who's set to make his World Lethwei Championship debut. We always see the contrast in styles, Joe, with the European fighters versus the Asian fighters.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that our first fight of the night, we saw 2 guys that were really willing to engage from the outside without a lot of the clinch work, a lot of the headbutts, which is what changes everything in the WLC. That would have been a good fighting style for some of these European fighters. But we'll see tonight if we mix it up in the clinch a lot here during our second fight, or if they decide to stay on the outside and have a more traditional kickboxing duel.
Thus far, what we have not seen European fighters do, Joe, throughout World Lethwei Championship and our opening 4 events, is throw the headbutts in the clinch.
Right, yeah. You know, I think that they're trying not to fall into the game of the fighters that have been trained here, but you know, if you get me out there and I get to throw headbutts, you can bet I'm going to throw at least a couple.
From Portugal, Antonio Faria.
From Portugal, Antonio Faria. 20th fight of his career this evening, and again, his WLC debut enters 13 victories, 6 losses. To a man, European fighters always seem thrilled to fight here in Myanmar. The birthplace, the cultural home of Lethwei.
You know, fighters are fighters, so getting to experience a different culture, and especially something that's so different, like Lethwei here. The corners are different, the crowds are different, the fighting style is obviously different because of the rule set. So I think that for a lot of these guys, they're excited for a new opportunity in the combat sports arena.
Very intriguing bout on tap. Mike Yine of Myanmar versus Antonio Faria of Portugal.
There's voices that dwell all the time. Your mind's getting numb from the poison I feed you all the time. Oh, I can tell. There's voices that dwell all the time. Your eyes getting more.
In the lightweight division, Antonio Faria versus Mite Yine. Back we go for the official introductions.
Our next fight of the evening is a lightweight bout of 5 rounds of 5 minutes. Introducing first, in the blue corner, with a record of 35 wins, 7 losses, and 15 draws. Weighing in at 59.2 kilograms. From Cayenne State, Myanmar, Mite Yine! And his opponent, standing in the red corner, with a record of 30 wins and 6 losses. Weighing in at 59.6 kilograms, from Madeira, Portugal, Antonio Faria!
Faria first out of his corner, taking center of the ring. Yine meets him. The sportsmanship, touch of hands, round number 1. Blue for Yine, red for Faria. Hard low kick from Mite Yine. Body kick. Yine acknowledges it. Already a lot of feints early on, Joe, from Mite Yine.
And he's landed a couple really good shots and 1 headbutt already.
Early pressure from Yine. Faria already pushed into the role of the counter puncher, trying to be the aggressive counter puncher with a head kick in the right hand. Good start to this lightweight fight. See the much taller, more European stance for the fighter from Portugal, Antonio Faria.
Yeah, he just snuck in that nice left high kick up there, barely missed with an elbow. Faria's starting to get more comfortable in there.
Yine off the jab, Faria to counter, big punches! To the plum and the head kick. Yine smiles and nods. He ate that flush.
Yeah, you notice
big right hand.
Faria comes in aggressively, almost like he forgot that there were headbutts and took one right to the chin. It's a good fight then, they're really mixing it up.
From the half plumb, the turn, and the body kick. Legal technique, effective technique from Faria. Yine almost seemed surprised that he was turned out of that clinch.
Yeah, you know, the clinch is a little bit different here. Because of the headbutts, it tends to be more chest to chest, not as much of what we call like a tie clinch or a club.
Spinning back elbow, spinning back fist the other direction.
These two are really mixing it up. This is one for the highlight reel so far.
145 gone and a frantic round number 1. Again, the nod and smile from Yine. There's the headbutt on the inside from Yine and another. It's not the forward headbutt so much in this sport, it's those side headbutts.
Yeah, it's not what you'd expect until you watch it. It's much more technical than I thought it was going to be when I saw it for the first time. They're very short and effective. A lot of times cause cuts over the tops of the eyes. Sometimes so fast they're hard to see.
See the swelling on the forehead, and down goes Mite Yine. Ruled as a slip. Yine on his forehead above his right eye. Big hematoma. Pocketed with blood in the forehead. Head kick just misses from Faria. Yine firing back. Body kick lands. Front teep from Yine. Front teep from Faria. Faria with the elbow.
Faria's doing a really good job of landing those elbows in from the clinch. Like I said, his clinch is a little bit different than the typical style here in the WLC, and he's had a lot of success so far with that.
Yine literally sprinting forward into the pocket. Final second of an outstanding round number 1. The acknowledgement between the two fighters, the smile. We're headed to round 2. That was outstanding.
See some of the action here. Right in the opening, big leg kick. Faria was always answering, though. Every time he got hit with something, he answered right back. We could show a highlight of the whole first round right here because it was nothing but action. These guys mixing it up, high and low, punches, knees, kicks, elbows. Saw some headbutts mixed in. A little bit of everything in that round. Sneaky little headbutt there. A lot of good clinch work in this round. Faria is more from distance in the clinch, but it's like he forgets sometimes that he can get headbutted in here, and he gets reminded each time he's in that clinch and he takes one.
Very emphatic in the Portuguese-speaking corner, Antonio Faria. You hear the chant from this Naypyidaw Myanmar crowd of Mite Yine. Big support for Yine, but real respect for Faria. Fighters are absolutely never disrespected in this country.
Yeah, we've noticed that. You know, it's there. Quite a few fighters have come in and taken on some of the stars of the WLC, and the crowd always seems to be very responsive to them.
Well, that was the 3 minutes of the night thus far. We're early stages. Bout number 2 of 7 total. Including 2 title fights still to come. WLC 5 knockout war. Round number 2, Mite Yine versus Antonio Faria on tap. Right back to work. Long straight punches in the head kick. Yine takes shots, nods, and then moves forward. That's been his way thus far in this fight. Big body kick. Faria starting to use his length really effectively, catches that kick. Not a sweep, but just a dump. Short right hand from Yine, then the body kick. This time Faria nods. You see the length, you see the body kick. Length in the punches, length in the kicks.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. He's keeping Yine on the outside, but then when he tries to crash in, he's getting met with elbows. Really good job by Faria, good timing. Doing a good job of mixing it up.
Faria now at range. Just missed with that head kick. Low kick from Yine on the counter. Yine again comes forward with pressure. Right hand from Yine. Those are big punches from Faria. Step in knee. Spinning back elbow just over the top. Yine to the inside in the clinch. Faria into the full plum. And again the turn twice. Now we've seen him do that effectively in this bout.
I think it's just a difference in the clinch work, you know. There's not a lot of that longer clinch work here because of the headbutts. But Faria's had some success once he gets there. He's landed some good elbows, had some good sweeps. Just got to be careful about getting headbutted from the range.
15 remaining, round number 2. Left hook from Yine, barely lands. Big swing of the wrist from Faria. After the spinning back fist, couldn't find it. Left hand again from Yine. Heating up again. Oh, those are powerful punches. The body kick. More big straight punches from Faria. Lands that left. Getting the clinch. Faria will try to explode once more out of the clinch on the throw. Can't do it that time. 40 seconds remaining round 2. There's the headbutt from Yine. What he knows now from Faria. On the front teep. Through the teep, landed, then moved backwards. Now big knees to the body from the full plumb from Faria. Outstanding fight, big elbows.
Those are good elbows, but Yine seems to walk right through a lot of Faria's damaging blows.
Yine cut badly now above his left brow, eats that knee. That is a nasty slice. Has the swelling over his right eye and that nasty cut above his left eye. More big elbows from Faria. That is the end of round 2. There will definitely be medical attention now for Mite Yine in his corner. This is a rugged combat sport, Lethwei, and World Lethwei Championship, but safety always first here in Myanmar.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw Faria that round doing a really good job of using his elbows. There we see a kick to the body, exchanged a lot of punches, but the big cut was caused from the elbow range, and Faria has done a great job of mixing that up, not throwing just horizontal, throwing up elbows and in elbows, really keeping it fresh with all the different angles on his elbows, and that's why he's been able to have a lot of success with that. Big right hand from Yine there. Just like earlier, every time Faria gets touched, he gets hit with something good, he tends to just answer right back off that. That's like what you like to see out of a fighter, especially when you're not in your hometown. Big swing and a miss there, and Yine made him pay. Another great round, good action in the first 2 rounds for these guys so far.
See the swelling on the left cheek of Faria. Both fighters have given big shots. Both fighters have received big shots through the opening 2 rounds. Even for non-Portuguese speakers, Joe, that's pretty easy to interpret. Throw the downward elbow strike.
Yeah, definitely. I could read his sign language. You know, he's saying hand fight a little bit, come over the top with your elbows. Faria's had a lot of success with the elbows so far.
Closing in on the start of round number 3. Yine not yet out of his corner. You see Faria standing in his. Mouthpiece in for Mite Yine. He is ready. Round number 3. Yine opens with a low kick just as he did in round number 1. Step in right. Down goes Yine, and that's ruled a slip. Off balance on the right hand. Second time Yine's been down in this fight, both times off the slip. Yine lands the big left there. Spinning back elbow from the waist cinch. Yine now stepping in with the blow. Kick caught. Down off of the kick. Time called. The cut over Yine's left eye is going to be assessed again. Just saw the look between the 2 fighters, the mutual respect. So there's the swelling over Yine's right eye, but the issue is that nasty slash above his left eye. Opened in round number 2, thumbs up from the medical personnel. Big ovation from this Myanmar crowd. Round 3 continues. Across the halfway line of round 3 in this fight. Yine really taking himself down there to avoid the head kick.
Yeah, I've been noticing that, you know, it's not a terrible idea when he gets his foot caught, instead of taking the shots that are going to come after that. He just kind of takes a dive from having his foot caught, and that allows him to get back to this, you know, neutral fight instead of fighting one-legged.
This fight very much becoming about range. He wants to be mid-range to the outside. Yine wants to be mid-range to the pocket. Swing and a miss from Faria. Lead left hook, counter right hand, and a left to the body from Antonio Faria. Yine running right back into the pocket. Body lock from Faria again. You'll see him try to explode and turn. First the separation. Yine was definitely thinking spinning back elbow in that sequence. Right, a chance to throw, needs that right hand and another. Now a big elbow, that's just what his corner was talking about. Those slashing, thudding elbow strikes from Faria. Over under on the clinch, again the separation.
Faria did a good job once he got into that range to really doing as much damage as possible. And the eye of Yine looks like it's a mess.
Final seconds now, round number 3. Phenomenal thus far. Mite Yine versus Antonio Faria in the lightweight division. Down on the turn. That's not the end of the round. Again, this is going to be a cut assessment by the medical personnel. See Faria bleeding out of his left nostril, breathing very heavily. Faria reacting as though he has won this fight. No official confirmation yet, but Faria's corner is in. And that is it. This fight has been stopped. The ringside physician determining that cut too bad for Mite Yine to continue. And that will go down as a TKO win for Antonio Faria in his World Lightweight Championship debut.
Yeah, just like we said too, now listen to the crowd. You know, they were definitely here rooting for Yine, but they're giving him plenty of a round of applause there. Great fight, first fight for Faria in the WLC. Really made use of his elbows, and that's what did the most of the damage over Yine's eye, and that earns him the victory.
Interesting that the time was called literally in the final seconds of round 3. Yine was not given the rest period to have the cut treated, but again, it's always safety first here in WLC. Time called. Medical personnel, the ringside physician determining that's just too nasty of a cut above the left eye of Mite Yine. And that is a massive win for Antonio Faria, the 14th of his career.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of insanity, the referee has stopped the fight. Your winner, via TKO, from the red corner, Antonio Badato!
That fight truly what World Lightweight Championship is all about, Joe. Mite Yine and Antonio Faria both going full volume, full blast.
Yeah, that was an awesome fight. That was fun to watch. It was all action. You know, without the cut, maybe we were going to keep going, but Faria just did such a good job. He was keeping Yine out at range. When Yine would try to crash in, he'd land elbows. We also saw the contrast in the different kinds of clinch work. In that tighter clinch, Yine was having success with the headbutts, but Faria was able to use more of the standard tie clinch, or plum as we call it. He was landing knees, getting sweeps from there, and then of course those devastating elbows. A great debut for him.
The winner, by way of 3rd round TKO due to medical stoppage, Antonio Faria defeats Mite Yine.
Don't go anywhere! Here's what's coming up next. The first woman to win a match in WLC, Srey returns to action against Shwe Nadi, who's the daughter of a legendary Lethwei warrior. In the welterweight division, seasoned veteran Pyay looks to fend off the challenge of talented upstart Pyae. The first female fighter to win in the WLC ring from Cambodia, Srey.
Two women's fights in the history of the World Lightweight Championship. Both have featured the Cambodian Srey. Making her second appearance in WLC this evening, WLC 5 Knockout War. Lone female bout on this stacked 7-fight card. Srey from Cambodia enters with 11 victories, 5 losses, 2 draws. Showed a real tenacity in victory the last time out, Joe.
Yeah, she was very impressive, and you know the crowd, it seems like no matter where you travel around the world, people love to see the girls get in there and scrap, and they're going to see it here tonight.
WLC 4 in February. First ever women's bout again. World Lethwei Championship history. Srey defeated Shwe Min of Myanmar by way of unanimous decision. So all female fights, WLC scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds again. All other fights, including the other 6 on this card, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, including our co-main and main events tonight, both with titles at stake.
She comes from Lethwei royalty, the daughter of a Lethwei legend. From Myanmar, Shwe Nadi.
Look of all business on the face of Shwe Nadi here in Myanmar. It's just her second fight. Her debut ended in a draw. Well, so much more experience than Nadi, Joe. We'll see if that experience shines through in this women's featherweight bout, set at 57 kilograms.
You know, experience almost always comes into play, but, you know, Nadi definitely from royalty as far as Lethwei goes, so she grew up in the sport. You know, a lot of experience that she doesn't have in the ring, she probably does have just from being around this sport her entire life.
In the women's featherweight division, Shwe Nadi versus Srey.
This is a female featherweight bout of 3 rounds of 3 minutes. This fight is presented to you by Skynet, the official broadcast partner of WLC. Introducing first, in the blue corner, with a record of 11 wins, 5 losses, and 2 draws. Weighing in at 54 kilograms. From Phnom Penh, Cambodia, Srey. And her opponent, standing in the red corner, she is one of the hottest rising stars in Lethwei, weighing in at 56.7 kilograms, from Mon State, Myanmar, Shwe Nadi!
Final instruction from her corner for the Cambodian, Srey. The fighters now to the center of the ring, round number 1. Blue trunks for Phae, red trunks for Nadi. Nadi opening with aggression, straight punches forward into the pocket. Immediately putting Phae on the defense.
And Yeah, Nadi's not wasting any time. She's getting right in there, mixing it up, punches and headbutts together. Really good action to start off the first round here. No, not wasting any time.
Body lock now held by Nadi, and there is the separation. Lack of action in the clinch. Maintain the clinch, you must throw. Punches, kicks, knees, elbows, or headbutts. And those are good straight punches from Pov. That's her best sequence of this fight thus far. 50 seconds into round number 1. Get to the inside. There's the counter plum. Grab by Pov.
Good elbow over the top by Pov. She's really doing a good job at range, and then in the clinch right there, she landed a good elbow. Nadi is very aggressive to begin the round, but she's getting shut down now a little bit at range. Took a good head kick, some good strikes from the outside.
So those three, Pov really loading up that body kick. Pov, Joe, much looser in her striking guard.
Yeah, I think she's definitely more comfortable out there, but that's what happens when you have so many more fights. You know, only the second fight for Nadi, and right now I think she's making up for maybe some of her nerves with aggression.
Nadi trying to throw the headbutt, just landed on the shoulder, nothing there. Getting the separation. This fight flowing. Final 10 seconds. Make your partner 1:10, round number 1. In the tight clinch, Pov trying to headbutt her way out. Nadi definitely wants an inside fight. Pov missing badly on the head kick. Nadi did not pounce. Now comes to the inside. Straight punches again from those three, Pov.
Yeah, Pov landed 5 or 6 really good punches in that sequence, just moving in with straight punches and clean technique.
Nadi trying to throw the side headbutt once more from the clinch. See the hand fighting on the inside. Being caught by Nadi. To the body from Pov. The bell, the end of round number 1.
Pov getting very active in the clinch there towards the end of the round. That was a good first round. Both ladies came to scrap it out tonight. I think the experience of Pov showed a little bit in the first round. She was able to land more of the strikes. We'll take a look at some of it. Good left hand, followed by a straight right. There we go again, same sequence. Counter left hook to a straight right hand. And then just a clean 1-2 down the middle that time, followed by some clinch work. Nice straight punches in the second sequence. A lot of Pov's success came from just clean basic technique. And then in the clinch, she just seemed to be a little bit more active with her elbows. Nadi was trying to use a little bit more headbutts.
You just heard the seconds out call. Heading into round number 2 of this women's featherweight fight at 57 kilograms. Those three, Pov versus Shwe Nadi again. The second ever female fight, and this is our 5th ever World Lethwei Championship card. Round number 2. Immediate bounce to the step of the Cambodian nose three, Pov. A lot of home support. Shwe Nadi here in her own nation, Myanmar. Pov seemingly undaunted, undeterred. Thus far really trying to fight her fight, largely succeeding, Joe.
Yeah, she's finding a lot of success at boxing range, just landing clean punches over the guard of Nadi. Some really good right hands to open up the second round. She seems like she's really finding her range and getting comfortable in there.
Nadi single-mindedly again trying to come into the pocket. Much more in and out with her movement and her range thus far in this fight. 45 seconds gone, round 2. That kick not getting through. Srey resets. For a teep caught, nothing there. Elbow just missed from Phoe. Nadi's coming forward, not necessarily with strikes though, Joe.
Yeah, you know, if she wants to work her way into the clinch, she needs to let her hands go a little bit first so she's not getting tagged on the way in. Phoe's starting to get her timing down, and that's why we almost saw that big elbow on the way in too.
Good left jab from Shwe Nadi. Continues with forward pressure, trying to cut off the ring. See a lot of circling, a lot of lateral movement from Phoe. Admonition, it's a fight, too much movement. The sport is all about action. What a kick caught. Get nothing on that rear teep from Phoe. Tries it again, still to no avail. Good left hand and the lead left hook from Phoe. Nadi ate both of those. Elbow.
Yeah, Nadi is coming straight in, doesn't have her guard up or isn't throwing a lot of strikes as she comes in. That's allowing Phoe to land these big shots on the way in, just straight lefts. We saw a lead left hook, a couple successful elbows in there.
Final 30 seconds, round number 2. Hand right from Nadi, nothing there. Good left hand from Phoe. More aggression now off of the punches from Shwe Nadi. And the separation, center of the ring restart. We are heading to the third and final round.
Some of the action here. More of the same of what we saw in the first round. Nadi came to fight. She's moving forward. Phoe, though, is able to land these straight shots as she comes in. Really has her timing down. Nadi moving forward, but not moving forward with strikes. Just trying to kind of engage the clinch or maybe get close enough to land some short shots. Phoe has been catching her every time on the way in. That's been the story of this fight so far through 2 rounds.
Moments away from the start of the third and final round. A lot of aggression from Shwe Nadi. Their WLC debut, just their second Lethwei fight ever. As far as the straight punches, the movement laterally, and the experience of no Srey Phoe finding their way through, but nothing decided yet. Third and final round. And there's that aggression from Shwe Nadi to the inside into the clinch. Look at that professional turn by Phoe. And the turn right back by Nadi. Good teep kick, then the front teep. Nadi to the body, misses with the overhand right. Head kick just grazed. Nadi trying to go low, then high. Countering of the headbutt with the elbow and the second elbow from Srey Phoe.
And Phoe doing a good job in the clinch, controlling the head of Nadi, and then also at the same time using that to set up her own elbows.
Nadi continually, single-mindedly trying to make this an inside fight. Another good, clever turn from Phoe. Back to the center of the ring. Nadi just continually short on those punches, not fully turning them over.
And she tried for a spinning back elbow there. There's no doubt Nadi showed up to fight. You know, I think she's just a little outmatched due to the experience of Phoe so far in this fight.
Good jab from Nadi. You see cutting off the ring, simultaneous jabs in the right hand from Phoe. He backed off Nadi. Swelling corner of Shwe Nadi's left eye. 1:15 remaining, third and final round. Good flipping right hand from those three paws. And the rear teeth. Just continually throwing that kick in this fight. Almost a palming left jab from Phoe. Off to the body, trying to mix things up in the final minute of this fight. Right hand just misses from Nadi, swinging big now, and Shwe Nadi with the right. And there's that rear teeth that's starting to find a home. Short elbow from Phoe on the counter. Heavy pressure from Nadi. Good job of cutting off the ring, just not always able to land offense when she does so.
Exactly, and Phoe's just done such a good job of catching her on the way in. She mixes it up between her teep kicks, straight punches. We've seen some good elbows. She's been more unpredictable than Nadi in this fight.
See on the clinch, the bell, and the end of this women's featherweight fight. Early celebration in her corner for no Srey Phoe. We shall see. It was a very game effort for Shwe Nadi.
Some of the action, there's a good elbow by Phoe on the way in. Nadi was kind of single-minded, moving straight forward. Phoe was able to make her pay throughout the fight for that. A very game appearance from Nadi. But I think the experience of Phoe really got it done for her in there tonight.
Just saw the three judges' scorecards being collected, now given to the official WLC officials table. Good intensity from Shwe Nadi. Look of confidence on the face of no Srey Phoe. Phoe definitely landed more shots, landed the cleaner shots. Nadi, though, did a nice job dictating movement, cutting off the ring. Continually taking this fight to the inside. We are set now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the prize to the winner, we have Pyay GM of Shwe Tanlin Media. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Your winner, from the blue corner, no Srey Phoe!
Elated in victory, the Cambodian no Srey Phoe. 12 wins in her career, and she is a perfect 2-0 in WLC. Joe, I think the experience and those clean strikes that rear teeth really seeing her way through to victory.
Absolutely, you know, she landed some good elbows on the way in too. I think that Phoe was just able to predict what was going to happen from Nadi in the fight, and that was constant forward movement with no angle. She was getting her to chase her a little bit. Phoe used her lateral movement. Nadi would come crashing in without an angle. She'd either get met with straight punches, teep kicks, or one of those elbows. and the remedy worked. It worked throughout the fight, and just as we said, Nadi was very game, but I think that the experience of Paul was what made the difference.
The winner, by way of unanimous decision, no Srey defeats Shwe Nadi.
From Myanmar, Phoe, Pyay.
Phoe, first to walk towards the ring for this welterweight fight, 67 kilograms. From here in Myanmar, 23 victories, 5 losses, 12 draws. And when you see the high draw total from many of these fighters, especially from these fighters from here in Myanmar, because oftentimes in Lethwei, if there is not a finish, the fight automatically is ruled a draw rather than going to judges' scorecards. Not in WLC, but in numerous other promotions.
Well, and that's why you see such a high number of them, because these guys like to stay active. We see some of these guys with 100 fights on their records in the WLC before. And, sometimes that's how it's got to be. If there's no winner, it's called a draw. Both guys show up and give it their all. It's a different sport, so you're not going to see that same thing, on the big shows in America or Europe. But the WLC is going to have these guys with some draws on their record.
Pyay, 42 wins, 4 defeats, 15 draws. He makes his WLC debut with this welterweight fight versus Phoe. Renowned for his knockout power in the sport of Lethwei. He's also fought in mixed martial arts, 4 fights, 4 victories. This is the modern day combative sport athlete. So much crossover.
Yeah, that's right. A fight's a fight. When you start getting in the business of getting paid to get in these fights, sometimes the rule changes don't make all that big of a difference to a lot of these guys. I was telling you earlier that I would love to fight under rules like this, and some people might think you're crazy for that, for fighting with headbutts and no gloves, but at the end of the day, for me, a fight's a fight, and I think it's fun to get in and experience different cultures and different rule sets, and it's going to be a learning experience and a payday either way, and I think that's the same mindset that a lot of fighters have.
In the welterweight division, Pyay versus Phoe.
This is a welterweight bout of 5 rounds of 3 minutes. This fight is presented to you by Sogo PE Water Tank, the official water tank of WLC. Introducing first, in the blue corner, with a record of 23 wins, 5 losses, and 12 draws. Weighing in at 66.8 kilograms. From Pyay State, Myanmar, Pyay. And his opponent, Standing in the red corner with a record of 42 wins, 4 losses, and 15 draws. Weighing in at 65.7 kilograms. From Cayenne State, Myanmar, Kyaw!
For the second time tonight, Myanmar versus Myanmar in the WLC ring. Pyae versus Pyay. WLC 5 entitled Knockout War, make no mistake. Both fighters looking for a quick knockout in this bout, round number 1. Pyae, red for Pyay. Hands high for Htoo, comes forward. Lands a big right hand. Smile on the face of Htoo as he blocked the head kick and the punch. Good low kick from Pyae, that landed. Jump knee, down goes Htoo. Ruled a slip. Not ruled a knockdown, right back to his feet. Definitely surprised Htoo though, Joe.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready for that.
Kick caught, that's Pyae taking himself down.
Yeah, a lot of movement here from Pyae. It looks like Htoo kind of wants to get in there and just mix it up in the pocket. And Pyae's moving a lot, staying out of that kind of a fight, and then tried to surprise him with a big move when he came in with a flying knee.
Htoo was absolutely loading up that right hand, lands that to the chest, counters to the body from Pyae. Kick caught, and again he takes himself down. Yeah, going underneath the leg to catch the high kick can be a really dangerous game, but Htoo was able to pull it off that time. And then I think that's just kind of a custom of a lot of these fighters. Instead of taking the damage that would come after having your foot caught, they just take it to the ground. They'll be able to be restarted. That's ruled a slip by Pyae. Right back to it. One slip apiece, round 1. Pyae trying to land the kicks. Htoo trying to land the right hand. Good left from Pyae. Htoo walking through it. He really headhunting now. 1:15 remaining, round number 1. Contrasting strategies thus far. Pyae trying to throw more kicks, more variety. Htoo really swinging big with the right hand.
And Htoo's really committing to those punches. Walking forward, just throwing repeat overhand rights, trying to land something big.
Down again goes Pyae. And ruled not a clean knockdown, just a slip from pressure. Pyay, the briefest of moments, and switched to southpaw, now back to orthodox to the right-handed stance. And he waves forward Pyae, who obliges, lands the left. Good combination, 1-2 from Pyae. He's showing his quickness, his movement in this round, lands that knee. Right to the body. Htoo continues, Joe, to load up with that right hand.
Yeah, and just forward pressure too, just moving straight forward, taking anything Pyae has to throw at him, taking one to get one kind of attitude, and then trying to land that big right hand.
Very good fight thus far, right to the body. Htoo is cut, it's not bleeding, but he is cut outside of his left eye. Pyae goes down, that is ruled a slip, and that is the end of round 1.
So the action, Pyae coming in, crashing in with that flying knee, ruled a slip, didn't really land to cause any damage. Pyae did a good job of using his footwork, his lateral movement, not getting pinned in any of the corners or against the ropes, because Htoo seemed like he's just willing to stand right in front of him and trade. chased P around a lot with the overhand right in that round, but it took a few shots doing it. I think we saw a little cut from that too. Good first round of action from these two.
A lot of motivation going on in the corner of Latt. Two fighters who have combined for 65 career wins entering this welterweight fight. 23 for P, 42 for New. Round number 2. That was his kick caught, and again, for the third time, we've seen P take himself to the canvas when the kick is caught and get that head kick through. A lot more kicks from P and a lot more punches from New. Again, that's rule to slip. New continuing to try to bomb, and that's clearly a knockdown with the right hand. Latt flat on his back, showing no signs that he will get up off of the canvas, taking the count. That is it, game, set, match, in the win for Pyay New. Now 43 victories in his career and 1-0 in WLC.
Interesting there on the replay, it looked like he almost caught him with some forearm there and not the fist, but you know, definitely saw the head snap back. P went down for the count, no argument from him for sure. Good shot by New, and that's why New was chasing him down the whole time. You know, we heard he had a lot of knockout power. He was content just chasing P down, trying to land that big shot. When he did, he made it count.
New was throwing with the right hand. But again, as the replay confirmed, it was really a cuffing shot, almost the forearm, that proved to be the knockout punch for Pyay New.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has put a stop to the fight in the second round. To present the prize to our winner, on behalf of Sogo PE Water Tank, Nay Zin So Tent. And now, your winner by knockout in the second round from the red corner, the Pyay.
Not without adversity, Latt definitely had his moments. With the power in the punches, especially the right hand, just too much in this fight. The winner, by way of second round knockout, Pyay New defeats Latt.
တော့ဆုံးကမပါရှူဘူးကလမှာကစားသမားနီးရပါကစားသမားကြတာဟို9တန်းရန်ကုန်မြို့မှာစထူတော့မြန်မာပြည်ချန်ပီယံကို2009နှစ်မှာစားရတော့ကျွန်တော်ပြန်ပဲခက်ခဲဆိုတော့လည်းဘူးလုံးကျိုးသူ့ချန်ပီယံဖြစ်ဖို့က14ပွဲထူတယ်WLC ရဲ့ကြီးတဲ့ခန္ဓာပေါ်တော့ကျွန်တော်နိုင်ကောင်လို့တော့ပေါ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ချန်ပီယံဖြစ်တယ်ကအဲ့လိုမရှိခဲ့ဘူးဒီလိုအခုလိုပေါင်ခွင့်ရတော့အရန်ကျေးဇူးတင်တယ်နိုင်ထိုးမိ
From Myanmar, the legend,
A really intriguing fight now in the super middleweight division. There you see from here in Myanmar, Saladiak be fighting the Australian Michael Badato. Real contrast in strategies, real contrast in styles. This bout set for 79 kilograms.
Yeah, Badato's coming in here and taking on top competition. We saw that last time, and now he's in here taking on a legend in Myanmar, and a very good showing from Badato last time. I expect nothing different tonight.
Sonya Man, 91 victories, just 4 defeats, 96 draws. And again, that frequency of draws, remember, not under WLC, but under many promotions in Lethwei. If the fight goes the distance, it's an automatic draw, no judges' scorecards. What the math means, though, this is fight number 192 of Sonya Man's career. He's only lost 4 times.
Yeah, that's really impressive, and that's why he's a legend there. And you can tell by the crowd reaction. This could make for a really good fight. Badato, a very experienced kickboxer. So.
Hey guys, Michael Badass Badato here. I'm excited to announce that I'm fighting back in Myanmar. This is my time to redeem myself. This is my time to show everyone that I can do this. What motivates me is my family and friends. I want to show them that I can do this. I want to inspire them to pursue their dreams no matter how hard it seems. It's not easy for me to fight a different style, but I really want this. I want to show people I can do this. So please guys, back me up. I've been training really hard since my last fight. I've learnt a lot. Now it's my time to put this into practice. Win, lose or draw, I'm happy that I'm representing my country, and I want to show my little kids, my daughters, that I can do this. The 2nd of June, you'll be seeing me. I can't wait. I'll see you then. And just remember, it's good to be a badass.
From Australia, Kickboxing World champion, Michael Badass Badato.
In November of last year, in the main event of WLC 3, Michael Badato faced the legendary Htoo to become the first ever WLC middleweight world champion. It was Htoo defeating Badato by way of 5-round unanimous decision. Now the first fight back to the World Lethwei Championship for the Australian Michael Badato. That was an extremely close competitive fight. Htoo, I think, just too much experience, a little too much volume for Badato on that night last November.
Right, and Badato, not getting done any favors on matchmaking in his first couple fights at WLC. Fighting some really tough competition, some of the legends here in Myanmar, guys with impressive and huge records.
Badato overall, including his kickboxing career, 42 wins, 13 losses, no draws. Big entrance into the WLC ring from Michael Badato. In the super middleweight division, Michael Badato versus Yangon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is a super middleweight bout of 5 rounds of 3 minutes. This fight is presented to you by Wilson Cables, the official cable partner of the WLC. Introducing first, standing in the blue corner with a record of 91 wins, 4 losses, and 96 draws. Weighing in at 79 kilograms, from Kayin State, Myanmar, Man. And his opponent, in the red corner, with a record of 42 wins, 13 losses, weighing in at 78.6 kilograms, from Sydney, Australia, Michael Badato!
This has all of the ingredients to be something special. Yangon versus Michael Badato. Round number 1. Blue for Mon, red for Badato. Immediately you will see the contrast in styles. Overhand right to get to the inside for Mon. Badato, much more of that classic kickboxing style, trying to use his length. Can't get that kick through. Mon letting him know he's not impressed. Good headbutt to the inside and the takedown. No resistance from Badato after he ate the headbutt on the clinch. Hard inside kick from Mon. Strong start, Joe, for Yangon.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. You know, Badato against Htoo is able to try to kind of keep Htoo on the outside, and man, looks like he's moving through that much easier. Even got inside and landed a big headbutt early.
Mon clowning Badato early. 70 seconds gone, round number 1. Already making faces. Trying to throw off Badato psychologically and physically to the inside. See the counter plumb snatched by Badato. Trying to punch his way out, punches to the body. Clearly, Joe, we see Badato wants to make this an outside fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's where he felt he had success in his last showing here against Htoo, and now he's trying to do a lot of the same. But nah, man's doing a great job. Giving it inside when he wants to, and he's landed the better shot so far.
Clear slip, right back to it. Now the clowning in the form of Michael Badato. Hands down, tongue out, chest open. Short left hand by Badato. Kept man from coming to the inside. Stiff jab from Badato. Counter kicked in the left hand. Badato tried to snatch the plum, couldn't do it. Badato much squarer in his stance. Left hand on the inside from Son Man. Mon shakes his head, nothing there. The clowning flowing now in both directions. 10 seconds remaining, round number 1. Still very much in the feeling out process. We are headed to round 2.
Badato seemed to be a lot more active in the beginning of his last showing here at WLC, but my man was doing a good job of shutting him down. Wasn't letting him use his range. You know, we saw Badato try to get inside with some good elbows, but man was able to keep his head low. Much shorter fighter. And one of the most significant strikes we saw that whole first round was a headbutt at the very beginning.
Round number 2, touch of gloves, touch of fists, right back to it. Monaghan mugging after the head kick, the southpaw stance. Short inside headbutt. Badato just missing with the elbow. Again comes in Son Man. Badato landing big there, the left hand and the right elbow. Rule the slip.
I think Badato, yeah, definitely some with the ropes too, and I think Badato, you know, is doing the right thing here. He needs to be more active, especially taking on a legend. You know, he's not from here. Can't be out there trying to play the point game. He needs to be much more active, try to do damage to man, see if he can get some knockdowns or some cuts. And I think that's his best chance of being able to win this fight.
A lot of talking, a lot of gamesmanship between these two fighters thus far. Badato trying to find a home for that jab. That was a clever hook to the body. Look at that clowning, running forward with hands outstretched. It worked because Bon is into the inside. That's where he wants to be. Badato just missing with the downward elbow. At his title bid last November, Badato did none of this clowning against Htoo.
You know, I think we've seen a lot of that here. You know, believe it or not, I think that a lot of it is done in good spirits out there in the WLC. A lot of guys kind of clown at each other and make faces. And And I don't think it's necessarily the same thing as walking people down with your hands down and flipping them off in the States. You know, I think that this is just part of the culture there. And since Badato's fought there once now, I think he's kind of having fun out there and has it figured out a little bit.
Definitely respect between these two fighters. And down goes Mon, a delayed reaction on the body shot.
That was the second big one he landed. You know, from my experience, actually having that happen to me in a fight, man, you can be the toughest guy in the world. If you get hit in the liver, you're going to go down.
First knockdown of this fight. Mon back to his feet. Takes the mandatory 8 count, and he is ready. 35 seconds remaining, round number 2. Always takes a few moments, a few beats of the fight for the liver shot to tick in. Badato turning and taking himself down to avoid punishment. Mon definitely cleanly dropped on those body shots by Badato here in round 2. Now it's Mon to the body. Trying to dive in with the headbutt in the short right hand. Again with the headbutt to the chest. Not just the head to the head, it's the head to the chest, Joe.
Yeah, a lot of sneaky little headbutts. There's a lot of technique involved with the headbutts here in WLC. It's not just out there street fight style. It's calculated. There's a lot of thought and training that goes into it. Another short one there.
Mon very tight, short with those headbutts. Good left hand to the body from Badato. We are headed to round 3.
Some of the action here, a kick and then followed by a headbutt. Nice elbows from Badato, just really mixing it up there in the corner towards the beginning of the round. There we see Badato going to the body. A little bit of clinch work, Badato kind of taking himself down on that one. Didn't see the knockdown during the replays, but Badato with a clean knockdown off of a left hook to the body. Landed multiple of those shots then again afterwards, but wasn't able to put him back down. You know, like I think that I keep noticing Badato messing with his right shoulder. I'm not sure if his shoulder's slipping out. I saw him doing it a couple times during the round, and then just there in the corner, it looked like they were trying to adjust his shoulder, so he might be dealing with an injury here.
Badato off his stool, as is Son Yao-man. Still to come are co-main and main, both for titles. It's in the super middleweight division. 2 extremely talented and accomplished fighters. 91 win Son Yao-man versus 42 win Michael Badato.
Seconds out.
To the 3rd round we go. Tentative touch of gloves. Should I say touch of wraps? See the posturing from both fighters. Left jab from Badato. He smiled when he landed that. That's exactly his range. Mon now trying to take this fight to his range. Badato circling out. Mon, big left hand, just missed with the uppercut to the body. Mon keeping it standing, wants to stay in the pocket, landing the short headbutts.
Mon's really forcing the fight in there in this round for sure. He's making sure Badato gets no breaks, fighting hard out in and out of the clinches. He's landed some really good shots here in the beginning of the 3rd.
The vast majority of clinches, Mon will throw the side headbutt. So smart, so tactical. a strike of attrition, much like low kicks. Badato complaining about his right wrap. We fight on. 120 gone, round number 3. Clear slip. Mon leading with his head, looking for the butt on the entry. Again, doing the same thing there. Badato again pulling this fight back to range to the outside. Lands the step-in knee. Mon tries to land a knee of his own, can't do it. Kick caught, the spin, Mon runs in and slips. Smacked his face against the bottom, second to bottom rope. Gets right back up.
Badato's had some really good body work. Timed that knee coming in. We saw the left hooks in the second round, one of which dropped man, but every time he lands a good shot, it seems like man just charges and forces the fight out of him. Good reaction from him, and so far in this third round, a lot of good action from both fighters.
Badato complaining he took a low blow, told to fight on. Now 30 seconds remaining, round number 3. Badato certainly with the body language that things are going his way, as Mon down again on the slip. Just one knockdown thus far in this fight. Badato knocking down Mon as he slips there in round number 2 on a body shot. Delayed reaction. Swelling now outside and above the right eye of Badato. We are going to round 4.
Some of the highlights, it's a great left hand from Man. Ducks under into the clinch where he's had a lot of success. Good body kick landed there from Badato. And then we saw Man charging in. Look at the same action there, able to get out of the way. Man stumbled on the way in, but it looked like he hurt Man again to the body there. He's had Man hurt to the body a couple times as Badato. It's been a useful tool for him so far in this fight.
Phenomenal atmosphere here tonight. Unateki Stadium, Naypyidaw, Myanmar. WLC 5 knockout war. Round 4 scheduled for 5 in the super middleweight division. This Myanmar crowd trying to get behind their home nation fighter, Sonny Amon. We now start round number 4. Mon starts with a body kick. Front then rear. So you see Badato again trying to stay in range, trying to stay long, working off of the jab. Bit of flash there. Almost capoeira-esque.
Yeah, he used the spin to set up a jump kick there, and he landed a little bit too. Not what he had in mind, but it was definitely fun to watch.
Mon did not seem overly concerned nor overly impressed. Kick he is unlikely to throw. Mon again driving forward to heavy pressure. I think tactically Badato just taking himself down again. Not wanting to take those butts on the inside. Good step in knee again from Michael Badato. Low kick from Mon. Mon again dipping his head. 65 seconds gone round 4. Badato off the jab. There's a fast rear body kick from Mon. Snaps it over. Hook to the body from Badato. And there's that rear body kick, rear roundhouse. Badato continuing to work off the jab. And starting to really drop now here in round number 4. Saw na man.
And we saw Badato land another step-in knee there. He's got his timing down on a lot of these body shots. Possibly, though, needs to be more active. You know, again, when you take on a fighter and you're the out-of-town guy, you've got to be convincing. And I don't know if Badato's getting that done. You know, I think he might be getting the better of this fight a little bit, but that doesn't mean the judges are seeing it the same way. Another good time knee.
45 seconds remaining, our second to final round. Burst of ferocity, measured intensity thus far from both men. Step in that time from Badato. Definitely changing the tempo with that, and again looking the body shoved away by Mon. But more forward aggression now from Badato. They're making an outside fight an inside fight. Badato throwing the jab, acknowledging his own jab. A lot of swelling outside the right eye on the face of Son Yao-man. That's a powerful kick just before the bell. We are headed to the 5th and final round.
This is a really close fight, and Badato's had a lot of good work to the body of Son Yao-man. You know, I'd really like to see him do more of that in the 5th and see if he can possibly get another knockdown. Here we see his little tornado kick to start off the round. Good defense by Man. Worth a shot though, trying to be entertaining out there. There was a lot of really useful step-in knees in that round from Badato. He seems to really have his timing down on that, testing the body of Na-Man, and that's been really lucky for him that he hasn't been dropped again from one of those body shots, because he looked like he's been hurt, but unlike in the first or the second round rather, he was able to not get knocked down further on the fight.
Extremely close between Son Yao-man and Michael Badato through the opening 4 rounds. Maximum of 3 rounds, rather 3 minutes, 1 round remains in this fight.
Seconds out.
Just heard the seconds out call. Despite all the clowning, all the histrionics, there's a tremendous amount of respect between these two fighters flowing in both directions.
This is the final round.
Confirmation of that respect. Back to it we go. Badato immediately with the snap jab and the body kick. Short right hand by Mon. Again to the inside with aggression. Badato just does not want to sit there.
Yeah, Badato's doing a good job out here on the outside. Then Man forces a fight out of him, you know, kind of starts to brawl to get to the inside, and that's where a lot of his luck has come. So good job by Badato getting out of the way and not getting trapped in the corner.
Smile again on the face of Badato. Again the jab. Step in overhand right, then the slip. Mon tangled his own feet. Badato Joe continuing to work that jab with effectiveness. Swing and a miss on the overhand right from Mon.
Yeah, he used that jab there to set up a couple of elbow attempts and then catches the foot and lands another kick to the body. Badato's doing a good job, especially in this outside range. This is not where Son Yao-man wants to have the fight.
1:35 remaining, 5th and final round. Mon driving forward again, so smart on the entry, dipping his head for that legal headbutt. The spin, the dump off of the body lock. Good counter from Badato. For a teep kick. Badato again, hands high. Looking to land that jab. Rear roundhouse. Again, same kick, same result to the body. Monk still walking forward. Sonyaman's mouth wide open. Badato continues to land with frequency. Swing and a miss. 3 jabs there from Badato. Son of a confident fighter on the triple left jab. 25 seconds remaining in this fight. Badato tangling himself in the ropes. Down and rule the slip. Out on the apron, under the bottom rope, right back to it. Sonyaman back to the center of the ring. Short elbow, down goes Mon. That's ruled the slip. The bell, the end of a really entertaining and hard-fought bout.
That was a great job by both fighters. You know, it was you said at the beginning we see a contrast in styles, and we certainly did. Badato wanted to be on the outside and make it more of a kickboxing fight. Sonyaman, he wanted to force a brawl, get in there and use his headbutt, stay close in range. Both guys had some success. Some of the highlights here. That's man just barely missing with the left hand that goes by his head. Badato landing an elbow, and that looked to drop him. We had that call to slip, but it certainly appeared to be a knockdown to me.
Given to the official WLC scores table.
To present the prize to our winner, we have Yuso 9, Managing Director of Wilson So Enterprise. After 5 intense rounds of Lethwei action, we go to the judges' scorecard. Your winner, by split decision, from the blue corner, Sonyaman!
Celebration for Sonyaman. A look of amusement on the face of the Australian Michael Badato. Clearly, Joe, he felt he did enough to win this fight.
Well, yeah, you know, he's come in now and he's taken on 2 of the legends from here. Htoo last time, Sonyaman this time, and he's put up great fights both times. You know, I thought he got the better of Sonyaman in that fight, but I'm not a judge. You know, he put him on the canvas a couple times. Didn't take a lot of damage himself, but you know, again, I'm sitting behind a microphone and not sitting at a judge's table. So, congratulations and a great win for Sonyaman, who's a legend here.
Now 92 wins and truly a legendary career. The winner by way of split decision in an outstanding and hard-fought bout, Sonyaman defeats Michael Badato. barely there. Instead told to stand. That knee was buried to the ribcage of Meow by Ration. Now comes forward, eats the left hand. Driving through with the headbutt, a side headbutt.
From the blue corner, Latt!
Saw Darwait now trying to end this fight at round number 1 and book his place in the final, unloading with uppercuts.
By KO! Saw Darwait!
The final for the light welterweight Myanmar National Championship starts now. The first finalist from Kyaw, Myanmar,
We've reached our co-main event of the evening, WLC 5 Knockout War. Tekti Stadium in Naypyidaw, Myanmar. This fight to crown the inaugural Myanmar light welterweight national champion. The culmination of a 4-man tournament that began at WLC 4 in February. In the semifinal round last February, Latt defeated Badato by way of 3rd round knockout to book his place in this final. Showed a lot of power and a lot of technique in doing so, Joe.
Yeah, he was very impressive. That was a good opening round of the tournament. I've been excited ever since to see the finals culminate here tonight.
Emphatic entrance into the WLC ring for Latt.
He knocked out his opponent in the first round in the last fight. The other finalist from Pyay, Myanmar, Darwait!
Darwait booked his place in this final by defeating in the semifinal round in February WLC 4 Pak Lin Nang by way of 1st round knockout. Both fighters taking relatively little damage, Joe, to enter into this final, both recording knockouts. Latt in the 3rd round and again Darwait in the 1st round.
Yeah, they probably could have fought that night without a problem, but they had the time to prepare. They know their opponent now. I think this makes for a really good matchup for this inaugural title.
63.5 kilograms. This, like all fights on the card, apart from the female fight, all male fights in WLC scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. And again at stake, the Myanmar Light Welterweight National Championship. The winner becomes the inaugural titleist. In our co-main event of the evening, Darwait versus
Ladies
Latt.
and gentlemen, next is the co-main event of the evening. This is the light welterweight Myanmar National Championship. This fight is presented to you by Speed Energy Drink, the official drink of WLC. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, with a record of 16 wins, 5 losses, and 11 draws. Weighing in at 62.9 kilograms, from Mon State, Myanmar, Latt. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, with a record of 16 wins, 7 losses, and 20 draws. Weighing in at 62.6 kilograms, from Cayenne State, Myanmar, Darwait.
Both fighters enter with 16 career victories. One fighter will exit as the inaugural Myanmar light welterweight national champion. The time has truly arrived for both men, Latt and Darwait. Round number 1. Blue trunks for Latt, red trunks for Darwait. Kick caught immediately. Swing and a miss on the overhand right from Darwait. Down goes Darwait, ruled a slip right back to it. Hands high and tight for Darwait, leading into the pocket, leading with the head on the level change.
Yeah, it looks like Darwait's wanting to, get to the inside and try to land big shots. He's the shorter fighter, but Latt so far has done a good job. Caught him coming in with a knee, used his jab to set up his punches. But you can tell Darwait's a very powerful fighter by the way he fights to get inside.
Driving through, almost a tackle rather than a takedown. Both fighters again right back to their feet. 55 seconds now into round number 1 of this title fight. Big wide swings from Darwait. Latt much more measured early on. See the real contrast in body types.
Yeah, absolutely. Darwait's a compact, powerful fighter.
Huge right hand, and ruled a knockdown, and I believe correctly.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that if it wouldn't have been, he would have got knocked down again shortly thereafter.
Latt completely turning his back. Ate that right hand, now eats the left. Very good. Round number 1 for Darwait, now to the body and lands a right hook. Latt taking some heavy blows, again eats a right hook, and another on the overhand right. See it, Darwait being first in virtually every exchange thus far. Latt can't find the step-in knee, lands the short elbow, that was clean. Misses with that right elbow, into the clinch.
Latt was having some success early from far on the outside. Darwait's been able to get to the inside and now is landing good shots. Looks like we have our first cut of the fight.
Darwait has blood on his forehead and under his left eye. It's possible the blood is from one cut. See the blood on the neck of Latt, that's definitely Darwait's blood. So they're assessing the cut on the forehead. Time has been called here in round number 1. Medical personnel feels that this fight can't continue. See the thumbs up. With elbows, it's so easy to slice skin on the forehead. Another elbow. Latt suddenly turning up the temperature, closing stages round 1. Big wide swing from Darwait. Fighter's down, right back up. Latt trying to maintain the reach. Darwait trying to get through it.
Latt's having some success with those elbows. The problem is he has to step to the inside to land those, and that's where Darwait's power comes from.
Wide swings, both feet off the ground on that wide hook from Darwait on the entry. There's a slice in the forehead of Darwait open here in round number 1. Lead left hook from Latt. That is the end of round number 1.
Good first round, damage done by both fighters. We had a knockdown by Darwait, but Latt was able to cut Darwait. Good first round here in the finals of our tournament. There we see some of the action. Both fighters mixing it up. Darwait, definitely powerful fighter on the inside. Lands right to the chin of Latt. This is one we had called a knockdown. Good call. Had to help hold himself up by the ropes. And then that was probably the elbow that did the cut we just saw there from Latt.
Set for round number 2, our co-main event of the evening. Again, the winner will emerge as the inaugural Myanmar light welterweight national champion. Latt versus Darwait. Strategy, Joe, of both fighters presenting itself clearly in round 1. Latt wants to stay to the outside. Darwait desperately wants to do that, come to the inside. Knows he cannot get stuck at the end of the length. The punches and kicks of Latt in this fight. See the level changes? The wide swings on the entry for Darwait. Big right hand again, those wide overhand punches.
Yeah, you know, the thing with those big punches like that, they're devastating when they land, but they can also zap your energy out and take you off of your line when you miss with them. But sometimes it only takes one. We saw Latt go down from a single punch earlier from Darwait, so we know he has power.
Kick just over the top, Latt missing that. Darwait, so there's confirmations, just the one cut on his forehead. The smear of blood under his left eye was just that, a smear of blood, not a cut, not a mouse with a pop. And down goes Latt. Second knockdown of the fight.
He's on wobbly legs.
Taking the mandatory 8 count. Latt says yes, he most definitely wants to continue. 2-0 on knockdowns in favor of Darwait.
Yeah, and we'll see if Latt was able to recover all the way from that. His legs were super wobbly.
Wide punches again from Darwait, but they're landing heavy. Now snatches the leg. Into the plum, then the elbow from Latt. 70 seconds remaining round number 2. On the separation and restart. Step in elbow. Latt targeting that cut on the forehead of Darwait. He goes down on the slip. That is a nasty split, Joe, on the forehead of Darwait. See the hand fighting and the white punches again. Big shot, and down goes Kyaw Latt for the third time in this fight.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Second knockdown in this round. The bell to end round number 2 cannot come soon enough for Kyaw Latt. Darwait trying to find the finish line. That's a slip, just missed with the head kick. Outstanding start to this title fight for Darwait. Recording 3 knockdowns here. Looking for one more significant strike. That's most definitely not a knockdown. Takedown from the clinch. This is not the end of the round. This is a medical timeout. So we are still very much in round number 2, as this cut again being assessed by the ringside physician and medical personnel here at Naypyidaw, Myanmar. Can you see the blood on the chest of Latt? But that is Darwait's blood. That's a nasty slice, Joe. We saw it there on the forehead of Darwait. Final seconds now, round number 2. Good uppercut, clipping right hand by Darwait on the counter after Latt landed. Latt lands the elbow, lands flush, lands the knee. Ferocious intensity, down elbow, almost a 12-6 on the shoulder blade.
And they're brawling here to end the second round.
We're going to round 3. Virtually no straight punches for Darwait thus far, and almost all power punches for Darwait thus far.
Yeah, he's the one wearing his own blood, but he's also the one that has 3 knockdowns so far. So he's had a lot of success with his power punches. That was with an elbow. Very beautiful counter elbow. Got to the outside of Latt's elbow and landed his own. Uppercut this time. Left hook and then the uppercuts what chinned him, put him down on his knees. Darwait definitely doesn't lack power. We saw an opening round knockout for him in the first round of this tournament, and now he's got 3 knockdowns within the first 2 rounds of this one. So definitely not a fighter that lacks power.
To round number 3 we go. Kyaw Latt first to the center of the ring. There is the bell. Tentative front teep kick for Latt, and wide swings. Darwait right back to the inside and cutting off the ring, Joe.
Yeah, you know, this has been a battle of ranges. Latt's trying to keep Darwait away from him, use his jab and his kicks. And Darwait's able to get to the inside. We've seen him land with power, and that's what's got him ahead in this fight so far.
Quick separation. Fights always move quickly. No stalling out at World Lethwei Championship. Another fighter even thinking about stalling out in this title fight. Big step in knee from Latt. That was effective. That definitely slowed down Darwait. Darwait swinging big. He lands big, but he misses big.
Yep, and that can be a problem with your cardio, with your overall conditioning in a long fight. Missing big is one of the things that'll zap it out of you the quickest.
See the S grip held by Darwait. Heavy pressure standing now from Latt. Big knee against the ropes. Much better stuff from Latt here in round 3. 1:15 gone in this third round. Step and elbow just misses, and that's clearly a slip.
Yeah, but I think Darwait might be rocked from the elbow that happened just before that.
Deep kick to the face. And the low kick. This is one of the better sequences of the fight for Latt. Suddenly the momentum is shifted visibly. And again, a medical timeout to assess the cut on the forehead of Darwait, which opened in round 1. There is no chance, and I mean no chance, that Darwait will ask out of this fight on that cut. But it is not up to him. In the reiteration, safety always first for these great fighters, these great athletes in WLC. This fight will continue. For the ovation from the Myanmar crowd. Really appreciate as well as enjoy this fight. See those wide entry swings from Darwait. Lotto Joe seemingly catching his timing here in round 3.
Yeah, he's caught Darwait coming in with some good elbows, especially in this round. Obviously the one that cut him earlier in the fight, but he's landed that same elbow as Darwait lunges in multiple times this round.
Just saw the big push again, the big teep kick from Latt. Seemingly that's a strike that is there for him. Last one high on the chest, the first one of this round flush to the face. Not always appreciated by opponents. Ball off the canvas, hands high. Again, looking for the step and elbow. You can see him targeting that cut on the forehead of Darwait. Darwait again, the driving pressure. Another elbow attempt. Good uppercut to the body, the knee. Just a reverse hammer fist there just before the bell, and we are headed to round 4.
Some of the highlights from that round. Good job by Latt keeping Darwait on the outside. Using kicks and punches, staying at range. Good clinch work up against the fence, followed by a big knee to the body. Very successful round from Latt there, especially after being knocked down 3 times in the first couple of rounds.
The atmosphere remains electric here at PST Stadium in Naypyidaw, Myanmar. High stakes indeed in this fight. Again, the winner claims the inaugural Myanmar light welterweight national title. Very good rounds 1 and 2 for Darwait. Outstanding round number 3 for Latt. And again, it's Latt first to the center of the ring.
Round 4.
Immediate teep kick to start round number 4 for Latt. Darwait continues to swing wide, but continues to miss wide. Big knees and the short elbows on the inside for Latt. His elbows really making a difference in his favor.
Yeah, I think Latt's been doing a good job now of being all the way on the outside or all the way on the inside, not being right in that power range of Darwait, where he's already proven 3 times that he can knock you down if he lands.
Big left hand, down goes Latt. That is ruled a slip. Smile on the face of Latt as he gets back to his feet. Darwait's right eye starting to swell rapidly. That left jab went right to the eye, and then the left hook. That was a big shot. Surely that will be ruled a knockdown, but it is not. No complaint from Darwait. Continues to land big. See those wide punches, but when they land, they are effective. That was clever, the hand fighting. Latt pulling Darwait in and landing the knee to the body. More big elbows, the short headbutt on the inside from Latt. Darwait right back to his feet. 125 gone, round number 4. Those wide punches, Joe, especially in the misses, just take so much energy. That is most definitely a slip. Again, virtually no straight punches from Darwait in this fight. Continually trying to solve the reach advantage of Latt. Trying to do so by swinging big to the inside and landing big.
And when he's landed, it has been big, but he's missed a lot too. That big wide power punches would be like that sometimes.
Good elbow in the last sequence from Latt. Again from the hand fighting position. Twice we've seen him now in this round pull in Darwait into a strike. Simultaneous body locks, quick separation. I love how the fights flow. WLC does a great job with their officials to keep the fights moving. No stalling out. There's a big right hand. Straight on the takedown. No complaint from Darwait. This been MMA, that would have been effective, and then a move in the side control. Instead, Latt right back to his feet. Closing stages, round number 4. Body kick from Latt. Darwait has definitely had his moments in this round. We are headed to the 5th and final round.
It's been a really close fight. Obviously the knockdowns earlier for Darwait, and then Latt came back in this fight and been very effective. Got a really close fight heading into the final round of the title fight here. See some of the highlights here. Good front kick right to the face. Snapped his head back. See Darwait throwing those bombs, backing up Latt. When he lands, he's really done some damage. Big takedown there by Latt. We got a really even fight heading into the final round here. WLC co-main event.
Darwait has knocked down Latt 3 times in this fight. Once, although it was not a full knockdown, but ruled as such in round number 1. And then 2 absolutely clean knockdowns recorded by Darwait versus Latt in round number 2. The judges will definitely take note of the damage on the face of Darwait. The slice on his forehead that opened in round number 1. You see that severe swelling nearly closing his right eye. Latt's taken punishment, but his face much cleaner. Judges, though, correctly assess the damage of the strike, but you cannot repeatedly go back to it. Once a fighter is cut, he is cut from that strike. Joe, you and I both know fighters bruise and they cut differently.
Absolutely.
So much of it is genetics. Think the great Artur in boxing. Seemingly always cut. The judges are human, and in a close round, in a close fight, they are assessing damage. To the 5th and final round we go, our co-main event of the evening, WLC 5 knockout war. Latt versus Darwait for the inaugural Myanmar Light Welterweight National Championship. There's a lot of swelling and a lot of blood on the face of Darwait. Doubling up on the jab, overhand right from Darwait back to the inside. Continual straight punches for Latt, wide power punches for Darwait. Some judges like volume, some judges like power. There's power on that kick. Deep kick caught, you see how low Darwait's hands are right now. Now putting them back up. He walked into the pocket just like that, hands down. Big body kick. Good right hand. Getting that cut opening up. Uppercut, clever combination, finishing with the kick. 70 seconds into the 5th and final round. Step in, knee from Latt. Leg caught, quick separation.
Latt's really found his range here in the 5th round. He's touching Darwait up a little bit from the outside. But just like always, Darwait comes in and one big punch and he can even it up. That eye's a mess though. I'm not sure the bleeding matters anymore at this point because I think his eye's completely swollen shut.
Latt pulling off excess tape to come loose off of his foot, right back to it.
Stop!
Getting the quick restart. Pace of this fight has been phenomenal. The intensity has been phenomenal. Without a doubt, the biggest fight of both fighters' respective careers. To the 15th and final minute we go. Clearly, Joe, both fighters looking for one more significant strike, one more significant combination. Good kick to the body from Latt. Both fighters down. Latt hooking the ropes. We'll see if Darwait really turns up the temperature now in the closing stages to get to the inside. Latt keeping him outside with that front teep. Swing wide on the entry. The body lock, again, both fighters down. But I think that favors Latt at this stage. Because of that, the separation, the restart, back to the outside. Down the stretch we go. Good short check left hook from Darwait. Another left hand. And another, that straighter. Latt firing back. Lands the low kick. Lands the body kick. Down goes Darwait. Not ruled a knockdown. And that is the end of this title fight.
What a great showing by both guys. They both showed why they deserve to be in the finals of this tournament format and fight for that inaugural title. Really good fight. I think it turned into Latt's favor towards the end. We see him here on the replay landing some shots from the outside. When he was able to keep Darwait on the outside, he had a lot of success. When Darwait was able to wade in, that's where he was able to do his damage with punches and elbows. Beginning of the fight definitely belonged to Darwait with the early knockdowns. Was it enough to get the win? We're going to have to find out from the judges.
You see Darwait's right eye now completely swollen shut. You see the red on the hand wraps, both the right and left wrap. Latt. Darwait's blood soaked through those wraps. It was an outstanding fight, Joe. That is the way to crown a champion. From 4 to 2, and then there will be 1. And that belt will soon be around the waist of either Latt or Darwait. Both fighters proving themselves worthy in this 4-man tournament and proving themselves worthy on this night. And again, Joe, as the judges assess, it's really going to come down to the volume of strikes of Kyaw and Latt or the power of strikes of Darwait. Those power strikes leading Darwait to record 3 knockdowns in this fight.
And just as you said, in close fights, damage is assessed, and we can see that clearly the most damage to the face is on that of Darwait.
We are now set to crown this inaugural champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the prize to our winner, we have Mr. Tiha, the manager of Speed Energy Drink. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecard for their decision. The winner, by a split decision, fighting out of the blue corner, Kyaw Latt!
Stoicism, and then the realization that he is the champion, and joy for Kyaw Latt. A real moment of class, embracing his opponent, the worthy opponent, Darwait. To the victor goes this belt. Kyaw Latt, now the first ever Myanmar light welterweight national champion. Not without adversity, Joe.
No, definitely not. You know, what a comeback win for sure. You know, he got dropped 3 times in the first 2 rounds. At one point, it looked like he couldn't get his legs back underneath him, was literally shaking off the punches. Comes back and gets the big win in a championship fight. Well deserved.
In our co-main event of the evening, he is now the inaugural Myanmar light welterweight national champion. Kyaw Latt, by way of split decision, defeats Darwait.
Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, before we bring out our world-class fighters for the main event, we would like to welcome a very special guest to present the light middleweight world championship belt to our winner. He is a 3-time MMA world champion, and he is the CEO of One Warrior Series. Give it up for Rich Franklin. This fight is presented to you by Max Cement, the official Max Cement, the official cement partner of WLC.
This is the main event of the evening. All the way from Poland, and now fighting out of England, the Polish assassin, Artur Saladiak.
Ciągnie do hajsu, a jak nie ma ciągnąć? Skoro go nie ma, nie możemy przecież ciągle udawać, że jest dobrze. Nie ma zapasu.
First to walk out for our main event from Poland, Artur Saladiak. This fight for the inaugural World Lethwei Championship Light Middleweight World Title, 71 kilograms. Saladiak, so accomplished first in Europe and now in Asia. 17 wins overall in his fighting career, including a perfect 2-0 in WLC. As we always, Joe, and I mean always see in World Lethwei Championships, a European fighter versus a fighter from Myanmar, we will see a true contrast, not just in styles, but in strategies.
Yeah, absolutely. Saladiak, seems to be very aggressive with his style of striking, which plays into well with these guys from Myanmar. It's going to make for another great fight for him, I'm sure.
Very confident look on the face of the Pole, Artur Saladiak. You see the title behind him. The victor will go that belt. Even though this crowd will be for their home nation fighter, Pyae here in Myanmar, still very sporting for Artur Saladiak. Again, I'll reiterate, the crowds in Myanmar are always fantastic, always extremely sporting, extremely knowledgeable.
Championship, the revamped and retooled fighting machine from Myanmar, Shwe.
Sawba-oo from here in Myanmar, 19 wins in his Lethwei career, 1-0 in WLC. He's also fought 4 times as a professional in mixed martial arts, all in one championship. Saladiak just took a long look at Sawba-oo as he entered the ring, and now we are set for our main event of the evening for the inaugural WLC light middleweight title, Sawba-oo versus Artur Saladiak.
All right, Lethwei world, we are going big time. This is the main event. This fight is presented to you by Max Cement, the official cement partner of WLC. The winner of this fight will be crowned the first ever light middleweight world champion. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, with a record of 17 wins and 5 losses, weighing in at 70.7 kilograms, from Poland, now fighting out of Exeter, England, Artur Saladiak. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, with a record of 19 wins, 5 losses, and 22 draws, weighing in at 70.2 kilograms, from Cayenne State, Myanmar, Sawba-oo.
Scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Neither man feels that it will take that long for them to claim victory and claim this WLC light middleweight world title, become the inaugural champion. Artur Saladiak of Poland versus Sawba-oo from here in Myanmar. Both fighters brought to the center of the WLC ring. Round number 1. Blue for Saladiak, red for Oo, the culmination of our loaded WLC 5 knockout war card. Really glad that you're with us watching worldwide. With Joe Wilk, I'm Sean Wheelock. Oblique kick to start for Saladiak. Hands very high and rigid. Much looser in the hands, looser in the striking guard for Oo. There's the outside kick. Immediately drops his hands. Already you see the side-to-side head movement from Sawba-oo. Nothing on that flash from Saladiak. Stepping into the pocket, lands the right hand. Swinging the counter swing right back on the right hand from Saladiak. Outside kick. To the body. Saladiak standing and walking very tall, Joe.
Yeah, he's got his chin up in there. We saw some showboating there, followed by getting punched in the face directly after. Saladiak really starting to open up on him now.
Saladiak now mugging a bit towards his opponent. Pyae pulling him back to the center of the ring. Just misses with that right elbow. Left hand from Aung. Inside kick. Nothing in that running in left hook. Snap jab. Good step in elbow. That landed flush for Saladiak. Backed off Aung.
That was the best strike of the fight so far. Really backed it off. Knocked him halfway across the ring.
Forward elbow strikes. Those are legal from Saladiak. With separation right back to it on the restart. 55 seconds remaining, round number 1. Very good start to our main event, this title fight. Tentative on the outside kick for Saladiak. Big elbow and another, and down goes Pyae. Fighter's right back up. There's a slip. Who went down, and Saladiak went down, feet were tangled. Saladiak again on the jab, and the outside kick. Rear teeth. Not finding any joy in that combination. Who keeps running forward? Joe just not landing a lot. Lands there in the pocket.
Yes, Saladiak hasn't been as aggressive, but when he goes, he really goes. He lands some good shots. Here comes the answer.
Uppercut and a right hand from Aung. One of his better sequences of this opening round. Separation, the end of round 1. Saladiak immediately plays to the crowd.
Okay, it looked like it took a second for Saladiak to get started, but then really landed a lot of good shots at that elbow, and then threw a combination and I thought he got a knockdown, but they didn't call it a knockdown. Good opening round for both guys in the title fight.
Right, good interruptions when he's coming in with the elbow.
Some of the action, we see Saladiak finishing up his combination with a kick after a little bit of showboating from Pyae. Multiple punches there from Saladiak. Actually put Pyae on the floor, but not called a knockdown. And then the ending sequence of the round was Pyae coming back and landing some good shots of his own. Great opener for both fighters.
Set for round number 2. Again, the winner of this, our main event of WLC 5 Knockout War, will claim the inaugural WLC Light Middleweight World Title. Strong opening round for the Pole, Artur Saladiak. This is his opponent from here in Myanmar, Pyae. Head kick, the slip. Saladiak right back to his feet. Head kick never got through. Saladiak wasting no time, though, to start the second round. Saladiak really loads up with those kicks. Counter right to Saladiak. He's throwing very big, backing up Saladiak. Draws a cheer from this Nadi Myanmar crowd. On the dump, right back to his feet. 40 seconds gone, round number 2. Downward slashing elbow just missing from Saladiak, who missing with that kick. Who really runs into a lot of his strikes.
Yeah, he's very aggressive. You know, they're out here on the outside a little bit. When Saba Uu decides to commit, he really commits. And that's kind of the story with both of these guys.
Again, ruled a slip on the spinning strike. See the shuffle of the feet, the feint from Saladiak. More pressure now from Uu, trying to cut off the ring. With that right to the body. Uu holding on to the top rope. Continues to swing wide and big. Body lock takedown from Saladiak. Saladiak making this a very physical fight. Shuffle step, the head movement from Uu, waiting forward. Good slip from Saladiak. 140 gone, round 2. Saladiak tried to snatch the tie plum, couldn't do it. Low kick. On the outside kick, Saladiak throws up his hand, saying nothing really landed hard. To the body. Saladiak off of the jab, check left hook. Uu again to the body, downward elbow strike. Getting very physical here in the second round.
Yeah, Uu's doing a really good job of staying in Saladiak's face in this round, not allowing him to get comfortable, not allowing him to get off any of his good combinations.
Saladiak continues to load up and try to bait Uu in with that downward elbow strike. Spinning back fist just off the mark. That drew a smile on the face of Saba Uu. Kick caught on the outside kick on the hip. 15 seconds remaining, round number 2 of our main event. Again, the downward elbow strike in the knee. We are headed to round 3.
Some of the action, saw Saladiak go high early in the round here, slipped and fell. But I really thought kind of the story of this round was the aggression of Saba Uu. See him land a good shot there, pressing Saladiak back. Again, Saba Uu moving forward and landing, with Saladiak moving backwards. First round was a really even round. I thought that round was dictated more by the aggression of Saba Uu.
You hear in the corner of Saladiak, put the pressure on him, put the pressure on him. Saladiak, the Pole, living and fighting out of Exeter, England. Saladiak puts in his mouthpiece. Round number 3. Hands very high for both Saladiak and Uu to open this third round. Feint by Uu. Measured start to round 3. See Saladiak feinting with the jab. Catches There's the kick, immediately the takedown. Who being told you cannot follow through with your knee once you take your fighter down. Big knee from the plum, big shots on the elbow, huge knee to the body from Saladiak. Unloading now on Sabah.
Saladiak definitely got the best out of that exchange, and you know, when he lands something, he really gets aggressive and tries to back it up with something else, and that's a really good quality of him.
Saladiak just missing with the right hand. 55 seconds gone, round number 3 of this title fight. Wide swing, stiff jab from Saladiak. Who trying to be first, throws the body kick, eats the right hand. Who literally running in to throw that outside kick to the body. Saladiak, big right hand. A lot of swelling on the face of Sabah. Saladiak having a very big round number 3 with these punches. Right back to his feet. Inside kick, knee to the body.
That was a really well-timed knee. Saladiak really seems to be getting his timing down in this round.
And Saladiak catching the kick, doing nothing with it. Taking himself to the canvas. Another step in knee, then the right hook. Saladiak continually trying to make this a very physical, very rugged fight. Big right hand. Lands the knee on the inside. No joy from Htoo on that overhand right. Check right hand there, and that landed from Saladiak. .45 seconds remaining, round 3. Shuffle step, downward elbow, strike right hand. Saladiak again starting to open up with his striking arsenal. Htoo coming forward.
Htoo's had his most success when he was moving forward and backing Saladiak down. When it's going the other way, Saladiak's backing him down. He's landing way better shots.
Big knee to the body, knee to the head, then the downward elbow strike. See the swelling under both eyes on the face of Sabah. Closing seconds, round number 3. A big round for Artur Saladiak.
Let's go. Brilliant round. Box and knee, mate. Box and knee, yeah? Don't worry. Box and knee, yeah? You'll won that round big. Box and knee. Don't just punch. Don't just punch. Box and knee.
You hear it, don't just punch, box and knee from the corner of Saladiak.
It's good advice. He was landing some really, really big knees from distance in that round, and definitely some big punches. Take a look at some of it here. Saladiak catching the kick from Sabah. Big left-right combination. Gets a reaction from Sabah. Another look at it from a different angle. There's some of those knees. We saw some step-in knees from Saladiak. Did a lot of damage in that round. And I think most importantly had Sabah backing up. And Sabah's had his most success being going forward and being the aggressive fighter.
Emphatic and clear-eyed with the instructions in the corner of Saladiak. To round number 4 we go. Touch of hands, right back to it. Great respect between these two very accomplished fighters. And a head kick from Saladiak to open round 4. Saladiak driving to the inside, lands the knee. More big knees, knee to the head. Stop. Pulled back to the center of the ring. Outstanding, powerful sequence for Saladiak against the ropes, against the turnbuckle. Good left hand from Saladiak, and down goes Sabah.
Body work can be accumulating, and he's definitely been landing a lot to the body in this fight.
Ate the kick on the way down.
And
take the mandatory 8. 9. And that is it. The fight is stopped. Who beat the count, but will not continue. And Artur Saladiak has become the inaugural WLC light middleweight world champion. A dominant performance.
We'll take a look at it here to open the final round. We got the big kick, big head kick. Saladiak was just poured it on from that moment. Left hook to the body, kick to the face for good measure. Big finish in a championship fight for Saladiak.
You see just how much this victory in this title means to Artur Saladiak. Executed his game plan fully. Wanted to make this physical, wanted to use his power. Indeed he did. Sabah Ujo, such an accomplished, talented fighter, but just really no answers for that physicality on the inside from Saladiak.
Yeah, when Saladiak started realizing that he could just be more physical in that fight, quit letting Sabah be the aggressor, things really turned. Started landing those knees from range. That was doing a lot of the body work. Ended up finishing with a punch to the body. You know, like I said, those accumulate as you go on. He did a lot of body work early on, especially with knees that set up that big left hook to the body, which ended up winning the title.
There you see the title in the WLC ring. Soon to be around the waist of Artur Saladiak. Victorious in our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has stopped the fight in the 4th round to present the prize to our winner, 3-time MMA World Champion and CEO of One Warrior Series, Rich Franklin. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, who has been crowned the first light middleweight world lightweight champion by KO, fighting out of the blue corner is Artur Saladiak!
Confirmation of the title. Again, Artur Saladiak with that victory in our main event becomes the first ever WLC light middleweight world titleist. Victorious by way of 4th round knockout, Artur Saladiak defeats Sabah Ujo. In the embrace from the great MMA fighter, Rich Franklin. Genuine thank you to all of you watching around the world Lethwei Championship. For my broadcast partner Joe Wilk and everyone at World Lethwei Championship, I'm Sean Wheelock. From Wunatechni Stadium at Myanmar, thanks for watching WLC 5 Knockout War.